and welcome. Really glad to have you join me in this video. So I'm going to be going over the Codelab for Jetpack Compose basics, and essentially what I want to do is I want to just like go through that learning experience. So I want to like share my learning experience with you all. So you'll see how I read documentation and how I also comment on certain comments that I might not really agree with. And yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. So right now it's just the developer.android basics, Android Jetpack Compose URL. Build better apps faster with Jetpack Compose. So I think this image here is meant to market Compose to Android developers or even non-Android developers, because it's just showing us no XML. I think that's like what's like their one key selling point is no writing XML in this video or this preview here. So I'm going to click on this, which is I already have this page open. So Jetpack Compose Basics. So it's a 65 minutes. Let me see if I can zoom this. Yep, this this. Yeah, this should be fine. So this is like a 65 minutes. I mean, like this should be a long, not really long video, but yeah, around that 65 minutes video. So yeah, let's begin. Let's take through the journey of learning how Compose works and how we can be better Android engineers or developers, whichever you call yourself. All right, so just putting it out there. This is the first time I'm looking at this, and so I'm gonna have a lot. I should expect errors while I'm doing this video because I'm just trying it out. Okay, so Jetpack Compose is a modern toolkit designed to simplify UI development. So I think for me is this keyword here, simplify. This one, simplify UI development. So I have some friends on a group of persons in an Android space, and majority of them, when they talk about Compose, they say Compose is hard. Like they mention, oh, I use Compose at work. Not me. I mean, I'm quoting what they said. That they use Compose at work, but Compose is actually hard than XML. Some have the argument, while some who are a more senior engineer will be like, Compose at the beginning part it will be very difficult, but the moment you start going deep into it, it becomes even more easier. So at this moment, I don't know which of them I'm going to believe, because I'm just trying to start Compose. Will I say it's easy? Will I say it's difficult? I don't know. That will be discovered as I go through this compose n- session. All right. So I think one other thing I'm seeing in this page is a compose app is made up of composable functions. Yeah, I think this is one thing that I yeah. So I think this, like this preview that was kept here. Yeah, composable. I think this annotation, composable, is what they mean by composable functions. Just regular functions marked with at composable, which can call other composable functions. The annotation tells Compose to add special support to the function by updating and maintaining your UI over time. Now that makes sense. So the annotation tells Compose and it updates and maintains the UI over time. I would like to like see how this works like behind the scenes, like where exactly how it does that. That would be one cool thing I like to see. So in this collab, the terms UI components, composable functions, and composable are used interchangeably to refer to the same content. Okay, so this is a very I don't know, I think it's like a 1 hour video by Florina and I think I can't remember the other engineer's name, but I know it's by Florina, yeah, and talk about yeah the Android basics ish. Let me see if we can hear a bit about from what they'll say just briefly.
And I'm joined here today by my colleague Yolanda, who also works as a developer relations engineer.
Hi everyone. In this session, we will be live coding various programming challenges that you might have when you first start developing your app using Jetpack Compose.
So as Yolanda is coding, feel free to open up Android Studio and follow along, or you can just sit back and watch and do the Codelab yourself at a later stage. We'll also be looking at the live chat on the YouTube stream, so if you have any questions, ask them in that chat. Our colleagues Jose Sereca and Manuel Vivo will be answering them there. And then if we see that there are a lot of questions being asked through the Colab, we'll make sure that we also answer them here.
So during the session, I will be sharing my screen to make sure that you can code along.
All right, I think that's all I wanted to just get an intro. So this is what we're going to build. So we're going to build an onboarding screen and a list of animated expanded items. So if this is like XML, if we're going to use like XML to like I think now they call it like the legacy view system, we definitely are going to use a recycler view to build each of these components. Yeah, we're definitely going to use a recycler view for it. But I think Compose has like something entirely different, like something different away from um, recycler view. So yeah, let's go. Wow, I just spent like how many minutes on the first one. Okay, welcome to Android Studio. Start a new Compose project. So I think I'm supposed to have opened like Android Studio already. So I haven't like opened um like Android Studio. So let me just open it. All right. So I was trying to like arrange my desktop. So this is Android Studio, and I think from the instructions we're told that we should start a new project using empty compose activity material 3. So I think I'll click next, and um, the name of the activity, yeah, okay, calling it basics Codelab. I just want to like follow like the Codelab, the basic Codelab. Okay, a premium level API 21. Okay, 99.5% of devices. Makes sense. So I think I can finish this, and I think it's opening on my second screen. So let me open it here. So I think it's gonna take like, hopefully it won't take a lot of time to load, and hopefully we'll get it up and running in a couple of minutes. Or yeah, so I'm gonna pause the video now so that when it's done, then I'm going to like come back to it. So let's pause this video. All right. So I've currently just waiting for the project to build completely. So as you can see, it's still building. But it's gonna build completely very soon. So yeah. So back to this. So when we create a new project, um, we're told that it's gonna come with some generated code, and I think that's one cool thing I like about like um, Android development, and I like it and I don't like it sometimes. So I like it sometimes whereby it comes with like generated code, which helps for things that are very repeated. So, but sometimes I really don't like it. For example, if I'm creating like a fragment, maybe like a basic fragment. There's some things I still have to go and remove and delete. I know he's trying to like scaffold and set up the project, but I want to be able to have that flexibility to be the one to decide how it's gonna be, right? But I think there are ways of doing that, but I'm too lazy to think of anything like that. All right, so it's still building. Yeah. So so the project is already configured to use Compose, and the Android manifest and XML file is created. The build.gradle and rb.gradle contains options and dependencies needed for Compose. That makes sense. So I guess this is how the basic structure of the code looks like. So I'm going to check it out on mine. Okay, let's say this warning. The app team used inside set content depends on how your project is named. This Codelab assumes that the project is called Basis Codelab. Okay, that makes sense, definitely. Um, oh yeah, it's done. So let me try and I know this is a bit tiny. Let me try and change my let me change the view, the appearance here. Um, settings. Let me change the system setting. There's a mm, yep, yep, yep. Whew. Whew. This is like, but not bad though. Um, oh no, this is this is terrible. This is terrible. Oh, sorry, this is just me trying to play around with um what I think this should be better because if it's white you'll be able to like see things well. Yeah, so let me increase the font to so that is for this one, right? Yeah, I always mistake this too. I always think this font refers to like every other one, so it's I need to find the particular one that refers to it. So I think I can search for font. Yeah. Yep. Editor font. This is view. I'm looking for you. So I think I can change this from 16 to like let's say like 30. No, that's crazy. Let's say 20. Let's apply and see how it looks. Still a bit small. 40. Yep. Okay. Yeah. This is fine. This is fine. Yeah. Okay, so this is like I think this is like a basic compose activity that gets created when you create a basic compose app. So we have like our main activity. So it extends the component activity. That's cool. I think for like XML, for those that don't do XML, that would be like the app compat activity. So but we see have our onCreate. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I like onCreate. Then yeah, set content, basic Codelab theme, the surface container using the background color from the theme, modifier, this greetings. Yeah, this looks good. This looks reasonably good. So yeah, let's go back to the Codelab and see what we have there. So um so yeah, this is this is fine. um so let's go to next. Yeah. um okay, so let's go into the Colab more, but I think I like to run the application to kind of see how this works. So from what I'm seeing, so it mentions that so it's made up of like composable functions. So I think this is like the very first composable function. Greeting, name, string, this. So let me just see if I can change this to so if not a normal function, testing compose, and this can take let's say a name, let's say a number, let's say of type integer, and So do I want to print out a text? I don't know if they have anything like number in compose. I'm seeing text here, so I bet I'll go with what I can see. So okay, I actually want to print a text here, yeah. So I actually want to print a text here. So the text will say compose anniversary um, is this times, right? So this is giving me error. So that's error message. Functions which invoke at composable functions must be marked with composable annotations. So yeah, that makes sense. All right. So how do I change this? So now this is. Oh, okay. So I have to come back here. I think this is like the parent or something, and come back here and declare earlier created function testing compose, and I'll set a number to how long have compose been. I have no idea. Let me just say 4 years. Okay, so yeah, so I don't want to like see this, so I think I removed that one. So I think this preview, okay, can build and refresh. So I think this preview is to preview compose. So I think preview, yeah. So that means it's gonna just preview what is here. So rather than me running the application, I think when it previews it, it's going to kind of mimic what will likely appear in the screen. Yeah, exactly. Hello Android. So let's run this app on my device and let's see. I don't know if it's gonna show on the screen. It should. So let's see if it's gonna show on the screen. I don't know if I've set it up to show on the screen though. Well, yeah. So it's running. So yeah. So let's. Okay, launching on Samsung. Okay, so it's launching here, and yeah, it shows on my. Shows there. Can I view this here? Running devices, yeah. Oh yeah, so I use like dark theme on my phone. So yeah, compose anniversary is 4 times. Yeah, so that actually did work. Alright, not bad. Writing Kotlin. So let's get started. Whew, we're just getting started, man. Alright, so we're told that composable function is a regular function. Yep, we've gotten that part already. Yep. So compose in an Android app. So now this is the important part. With compose, an activity remains the entry point to an Android app. In our project, the main activity is launched when the user opens the app as is specified in the manifest file. So you can use set content to define your layout, but instead of using an XML file as your traditional view system, so they called it the traditional. I thought that would be like the legacy. You call composable functions within it. That makes sense. So currently, just like we have like an XML, whereby let's say we have like a very empty activity, and we have main activity, and we have main activity dot Kotlin, and we have like activity underscore main dot XML. So if in that layout we define a button in the middle, and in our main activity dot Kotlin we reference with set content, and we specify that this layout refers to this Like we reference the layout name, so that is r.layout.activity underscore main. So when we run this application, since that is like the only app there and the launcher app, it will just display the app there and it will just show us what we need. So let's look at the manifest file real quick. I didn't really check this. Yeah. So previously it had like launcher. So let me see if it's gonna have like launcher filter. Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah. So the main activity here is the launcher. Yeah. So this means this is launching the application, the main activity, which is this, and anything we put inside here is setting it up. So I think this is just giving it like a bit of um, style per se. So I think without this it should also still work. So this is like a basic theme. So I think this should be somewhere, yeah, basic collab theme. So yeah, I think this should be it. Yeah. Okay. Not bad. That makes sense. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So basic collab, this, yeah, yeah, we're good. So when importing classes related to Jetpack Compose in this project, use those from 100x Compose for compiler and runtime classes. What does that mean? Use those from 100x Compose for compiler and runtime classes, and Compose UI for toolkits and libraries. Well, I guess we'll have to find out if it doesn't work. Alright, 4. Tweaking the UI. So let's start by setting a different background color for the greeting. So you can do this by wrapping the text composable. I think I need to get that into my brain. Composable. More like you're telling someone I want to come, like composing things together. What does the English word for composable mean? Composable. Capable of being composed. Yeah, what does compose mean? Compose meaning, write or create hats. Check it in. You're helping me, Google. Don't let me ask ChatGPT to form. Yeah, I think I'll take that. So it's forming like things together. That makes sense. So you can do this by wrapping the text composable with a suffix. I think suffix is already there. Suffix takes a color, so you use material theme color.primary for this. Okay, okay. So let's try that. Let's try that. So they said we should try by changing the color. So we already have a surface here and we already have this. So what exactly do they want me to change the color into? Color scheme dot background. Okay, so if I go inside here, no, not what I expected to do. If I change color scheme dot primary, so that's what they mean. So if I come to running device and I run this application, oh, nice, shiny. This looks pretty. Actually, this actually looks really pretty. Okay, so yeah, we've done that. So surface and material theme are concepts related to material design, which is a design system, yeah, created by Google. Yep, we got that. So warning, is your code not compiling? It is compiling actually. Then you might have to use the wrong project template. No, we're good. We are good. So yeah, I think I can still preview this here. So it's going to render the preview. Okay. Am I supposed to refresh it or what? Okay, oh, yeah. Okay, so I need to set testing compose number, let's say 4 again. So I need to set this here, and I can remove this guy away from here. So I think right now it should be able to render this component that is 4. Yeah, but hmm, I was thinking I would get like the color. Oh, oh, do I need to specify it here? So is that like saying scaffold? Okay, like I think the surface that was used. Aha. So surface takes in what again? Takes in a color. Hmm. So this was not done yet. But let me see something. This was not done yet though. Material theme dot color scheme dot primary. Okay. Um. Oh, I would have to wrap it inside. This reminds me of Flutter, kind of. It gives me kind of Flutter vibes in a way. So I think I need to wrap this inside this, right? Hopefully this will work. Um, hopefully this will work. Okay, yeah, cool. So I'm like doing like the opposite of what they saying I should do in this collab. Okay, so let's go back to the collab exactly. So you did it. You might have missed an important detail. The text is now white. Is it? Yeah, it is. You didn't. The material components such as AndroidX are built to make your experience better by taking care of common features. That's smart. That's smart. That's like +1 to the Compose team. That's really smart. The fact that it's able to take care of common things that are peculiar to like apps is really cool. So the material components in Compose are built on top of other foundational components under the X Compose Foundation. Good. So in this case, Surface understands that when the background is set to the primary color, any text on top of it should use the on primary color. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, so I think we've gotten to another buzzword, which is modifier. So I did see modifier at the initial section, but yeah, I did see modifier at the initial one there. So most compose your elements such as surface text accept additional modifier parameter. So it tells the UI how to layout, display, or behave when it's within its parent layout. Okay, so like padding and stuff. So this is a like, so now add padding to your text on the screen. Okay, so the modifier was set to the text itself. Okay, I think we should try and make our code come back to this is taking so much space. What exactly are you showing us? Nothing. Yeah, that's fine. So I think I can come back here. So I think I should wrap this with surface, and I think the surface took, if I'm mistaken, took the color. Yeah. Then took the material theme dot color scheme dot primary. Oh yeah, we're getting there. Then I can put a text composable, and the text composable I can set it to num, right? Okay, so it has to be like a string. Right, true. So I already have that already. So I already have that already, so I can just put this here. Okay, so this makes sense. So the text compose anniversary is number of 4 times. Okay, yeah. So I think I can remove this one. Yeah, I should be able to remove this one because I already need you to preview, right? So just your work is just a preview for me, nothing else. So they said we should have like a modifier. So I think, like I said, so that should be modifier equals to. Let's see if we can take out more space. Modifier dot padding 24.0 dp. So that didn't work. So that didn't work. What exactly? What was actually 20 modifier dot padding 24.dp? Oh, 24.dp. Ah, I see. I see. Cool. This makes sense. I don't know if you guys saw it. It's kind of showed there, like the preview. So let's make this more interesting. Let's make it 100. And let's see what exactly it's gonna do. So I think, yeah. So what I think, when you give it like round figures, I think you use the top left right and top top left right under each of them the equal amount of padding. So let's change it back to 24. This is actually cool. Rather than me trying to run the app every minute time, I could just keep on using the preview. Yeah, which makes life easier. All right. So we've done that. We've done that. We've done that. Okay. So there are dozens of modifiers which can be used to align, animate, layout, make clickable, scrollable, transform. So this is a list of compose modifiers. Okay. I'd love to see this. So scope take modifier that clickable, combine clickable, selectable group, selectable. Wow, there's even some that is still experimental. Where material enable swipe gestures between a set of predefined states. Okay, alignment. So all of these are like under modifier, right? Yeah, so all these are under modify. Well, that's cool. Pretty cool. Okay. Well, still number 5. Alright, we're using composable. So the more components you add to the UI, the more levels of nesting you create. So this can affect readability if a function becomes really large. So by making small reusable components, it's easy to build up a library of UI elements used in your app. Each one is responsible for one small part of the screen and can be edited independently. So I don't think that entered my brain. Let me take it back again. So the more components you add to the UI, the more levels of nesting you create. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. So this can affect the readability of if a function becomes really large. Oh, okay. So in other words, we should create small components. That means our composable should be like little, and like that's more like applying solid principles to this like single responsibility. So that makes sense. So as a best practice, your function should include a modifier parameter that assigns an empty modifier by default. Hmm. Forward this modifier to the first composable you call inside your function. This way the calling side can adapt. Okay, so yeah, I see that they want us to do that. So let's do that. But already, yeah, no. This is a very good question. I already set my. This is my app. modifier equals to modifier. Okay, my create a oh, we should create no guys, read. Read. So I didn't read that. I was trying to understand what they meant by that. So we should create a composable called my app that includes greeting. Okay, and this lets you clean up your own create callbacks. Okay. Okay, so let's do this, guys. So we should create a composable called my app that includes the greetings. Okay, so it's a normal function, um, private function my app, and I think they said it should contain a modifier. So modifier equals to modifier by default. Right, that was what was mentioned, and they said since we use surface, I think modifier equals to modifier. Then also should take the color, which is our material theme dot color. So this is just the same thing that we did there. I think it's just arranging it. Then inside, yeah, we're not passing our okay, mine is passing in my testing compose, and okay, yeah, so this is meant to be then add I like seeing the error message first, then like, oh, change me. Yeah. Okay, so what is going on? Val cannot be reassigned. Val cannot be reassigned. What do you mean by that? Oh. I think this is meant to be a constructor inside. So this is meant to be a constructor inside. Then I think this is meant to be inside. Yeah. I think this is what is meant to be. So what else did I say we should do again? So after we've created this lets you clean up the uncreate callback and preview. As you can see now, previews the composable avoiding code duplication. So right now they called my app there. Okay, and this is our my app, and this is our greeting that still has its own color scheme but primary. Then we are previewing my app. Okay, so that means we'll come here. Okay, so rather than writing this for every composable, we just create it once here. Where you once here, and this will have these boots, if that makes sense. So I think can remove from here and just add my app, and I think they set the modifier because the modifier dot colors, no, is it okay, that fill max size? What does that do? Add the content, possibly only partial. Okay, not bad. I don't think I'm using this greetings. So in the greetings we see our surface, it's in the primary. So our preview, so this will not be previewing my hub. So rendering preview of one. Yeah, same thing. Okay, not bad. I think you're just trying to arrange the code just a little bit. All right, we're getting more it's getting more interesting. Yeah, we're getting more interesting. We're saying more things. So creating columns and rows. The three basic standard layout elements in Compose are column, row, and box. So this is a column, this is a row, and this is this. They are composable functions that take composable content. Now that's a mouthful. They are composable functions that take composable content. Okay, that makes sense. When you actually like pause and think about it, like, yeah, it makes sense. So you can place items inside. For example, each child inside of a column will be placed vertically. So um, vertically, I always Google vertically and like vertical line. Yep, as you can see. No, nope. What is this? I'm promoting anyone. Vertical. Alright. Alright. Alright, that's fine. Okay. So for each child inside of a column we place vertically. So in a column each is placed vertically. This is horizontal. This is vertical. So each child. Oh. So these are the child. So they're all like under there. So they're placing this child, this child, this child. This is okay. It's more like top to bottom, left to right. Now to change greetings so that it shows a column with a text element, like this in example. So we have like hello and we have like Android. Now that you might have to move the pattern around, compare the results with this solution. Oh, I'm supposed to have to do it without looking. Now try to change the greeting so that it shows a column with two texts. It shows a column. So I think I can change mine now back to this. We're going to be using string. I think I can make this smaller. Okay, so I think I can. So I can call this greetings and give this a name. No. I actually do not want to preview. So yeah, so I need to specify something if I'm going to preview it. So oh, so my hub is already that. So I can come here and say greetings fellow. Just want to do it differently. Greetings fellow. So this doesn't matter. This will be like when I want to like run the app, which is what is important there. But now for the preview, I'm previewing my app, which takes in text in compose. So if I say Android, and if I do something like, so I want to get the data from here, so this should be changed to greetings Android. Okay, so now we're told to add a column to our composable. So I think I can, okay, column selection mode, nope. So I think I can come here and add a column, and I think I can create, I think we already have, then create a text, and then this should, so let's make this greetings text, let's make this 100. Then I think this modifier I can set it to this place, equals to modifier dot padding 24 dot dp. Then I can remove this one from here, then remove this, and this should be a column. Yeah, so if I change this to a row, oof, okay, I think I need to import it. Yeah, compose row, so it should do the same thing, but greetings Android, like greetings Android. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, greetings Android. Oh yeah. So yeah, so this works. Greetings and our Android. So if we go back to the Codelab, we see don't copy over. Yeah, too late, but we didn't copy. Yeah, we didn't cheat. So yeah, this is the same thing. So now try to change the greeting and show the column with two text. So they were like, there was something they said. We'll have to move padding around. Yeah. We did that. We did that. Alright, compose and Kotlin. Composable functions can be used like any other function in Kotlin. This makes building UIs very powerful since you can add statements to influence how the UI will be displayed. For example, you can use a for loop to add elements to the column. So currently, names, okay, list of string, list of word, compose for name in names. So name will go into names and assign it that value. Okay, hello world, hello compose. That makes sense. Am I supposed to also do this? Oh, I guess we're supposed to still do this, right? Compare and Kotlin, compose on Kotlin. Yeah. So I think we're gonna start this from in the part 2. This video has already gone longer than I expected. So I'm going to do a part 2 where we start from Compose and Kotlin. So yeah. So we look forward to part 2 of me going through the Compose. I'm not trying to rush. I'm trying to just take my time and assemble it. So yeah, so thank you for watching this video. Hope you like it, and I hope you like that I was talking and blabbing around. So yeah, I can't wait to change my ID back to Dracula, like which is black team or dark team. So yeah, so see you next time, and see you in the part 2 when we're going to cover go compose and Kotlin. Alright, till next time. Bye. Peace.